Guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's a little bit of an interesting video because I'm making this about a comment that was left a while back that's saying, it was one of my budget videos, I believe, and it was everything in the Philippines is temporary. Your business, your land, don't count on nothing. Well, those weren't the words he said, but everything is temporary. Your house, your land, your business, even your girlfriend. And I kind of want to go into that because there's two ways of looking at it. There's a negative way and a positive way. And I kind of want to go into both aspects and how this can help for you personally of a mindset. And I'm doing this especially because, a lot of people that haven't gone yet, they have these high expectations of everything. They do the armchair warrior kind of thing, see the videos, see the glorified parts of it. And when they get there, in many cases, there's a disappointment on some levels across the board. There's a naiveness as well on a lot of things. There is, and let's go with the girlfriend example for a moment. And I'm not judging. I really could care less. But when you have a significant age gap and you're just, like a child in a candy store kind of thing, I could never have this quality of a good-looking woman in my country and this and the age gap significance and all this kind of stuff. And if that's your first and foremost priority, don't expect everything else to be golden. I'm sorry, that's just my point of view, my opinion, okay? And that's where you see people getting taken advantage of, and that could be temporary and so on and so forth. But and I think a lot of this boils down to common sense, really. And the key takeaway in all of this is everything is different. It's a different lifestyle, okay? And yes, people have lost land. Yes, people have lost significant investment. But that happens across the world in everything. Now, it might happen more often when a foreigner goes into another country. They don't know the rules. They don't know the laws. They don't know the situation. They don't know the culture properly enough either, So, yeah, these things can happen, and you take the expectations that your belief system that you grew up in, and you think they're going to be valid in a whole different culture, and it's just not so. So, and why I'm making this video in particular for that is I see people falling into maybe not such a drastic end of the scale, but they tend to get grouchy, okay, or like, and they're still there, okay, which is mind-boggling. But they complain about this and the garbage and this and that, and oh, they'll take advantage of all the time and all this and that, and I'm a very open-minded kind of person, and yeah, it can happen. Yeah, there's poverty, and yes, they think we're all richer than we are, and so on and so forth. But man, there's a lot of foreigners that take advantage of situations as well, and that's not usually overlooked when they're talking about the complaining part, okay? And I think flipping it to the positive side, everything is temporary. I think that's actually a good attitude to have, in the sense of don't put your life drama into every move you make, into everything you do. Enjoy the chaos, okay? Learn from it, experience it. I know this is going to sound woo-woo and weird and all off the beaten path kind of stuff, whatever, but there's some really depth value in that, to have that freedom, that true freedom. Put yourself out of your comfort zone and realize, hey, this is not going to be perfect, and be prepared for that. You're going to have a lot less stress just by having that. And I actually almost think to a certain degree, maybe that's what the comment was even leading towards, because it was in my budget videos. And like I said, I'm not making it into a negative thing. I see a lot of people that have that underlying negative attitude when they're there. Alcohol doesn't help either. A lot of these people drinking all day and then they're complaining about everything else, right? So anyway, I just thought it was a kind of an interesting topic, and actually underlining important, because it's really your frame of mind and your attitude, and that goes a long ways. And it's a great attitude to have, as thinking that everything is temporary. Life is too short to be thinking about the full full onset of all the grief that can come along with the things that go wrong or whatever. And again, for the things that you're really trying to plan, like a lot of my viewers are really trying to plan and make that move and all this kind of stuff. And it's still an important key factor to think about. Don't let yourself fall into that trap easily, because I really see both sides of the fence when I'm there. I see foreigners extremely happy. They just never want to come back to their country. They wish they would have done it way sooner than they did. And I've seen people that are there, which is really mind-boggling, and they're stressed all the time and complaining all the time. And I see a significant amount of them. And it's of negative energy. I actually can't stand being around it because it rubs off. And I don't really understand why they're there, but that's a whole different topic. So, but it's easy to kind of fall into that step by step if you think you're going to have everything your way that you're used to. Okay. And anyway, I don't know. Leave comments, engage with this particular topic. I would really appreciate the feedback, get an understanding of what you guys are thinking. Because, I have these thoughts and these ideas. I'm making these videos to help out as much as I can. I enjoy sharing my experiences as well. But I've made a few videos like, the Philippines broke me, and I've actually meant it in a very positive way. And I had some really negative comments in there as well. I think they took it the wrong way. So I appreciate your guys' feedback. It is interesting. And I just thought I'd share that with you quickly. And yeah, leave a comment and let me know what you think of this particular idea and where I'm wrong or where I'm right. All right, thanks, guys. Hey, thanks for checking in and watching. Everybody take care.